Testing, 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 testing. Alright, we got it. Cool. Testing. Alright, we got it. Alright, this is Tim from Madden Community College. Today we're going to look at the Patriots ebook. We're going to go through almost every play. I'm going to stay out of the run plays because that'll be a little bit redundant. But we're going to get right through this. So the first play we're going to look at is out of single back ace. It's a PA all seams. It's PA all go in last year's Madden, so it's just one of those things. Okay, so the coverage that this is really good against is, which one is it? I think cover 2. Yes. So your player, you're gonna throw it up to whoever gets open. This is like a one-shot play, so you only throw it like once a game. Try and fit it in there. See, I didn't fit it in there right there, but yeah, you're not gonna get it every time. So you just gotta understand that with a lot of these plays. You have to call them situationally. You have to fit them in there, get a little lucky. So there's that one. Next one out of single back ace is dive. Let's see, where are you, single back ace? Dive and dive. Let's just do a random play. Alright, so dive. I like dive this year more than power O and all the other ones because dive just you can hit whatever hole and you can bounce out if you have to. So right there I got picked up, but a lot of the time in regular Madden instead of practice mode, you can hit that outside like pretty well. I'm just not getting it today. Okay, I'm gonna get it easily right here, obviously. But I feel like the dive is just a better, it's a quick hitting run rather than a hard hitting run. So let's take the ball back. Can't do that? Okay. Alright, let's look at our audibles. Okay, so all we have as an audible that's really useful is quick slants. Y'all know how to run quick slants, just try and hit your guy right there, and if he's a rack receiver, try and get it upfield. That's really all it is. Alright, let's make, let's see, I'm gonna take off this controller real quick, because I just don't like the controller on here. Okay, there we go. Just do one more with the controller on. Next play is a tight end all cross. Where are you at? There, tight end cross. Alright, so what makes this play good is you have those crossers. Either one will get open eventually. It's staying in the pocket and not getting sacked, which is the real trick. What I like to do is I like to take my left receiver, put him on a slant, a drag, a curl, or really anything to make him my quick read, and then just try and snap the ball. Try and hit one of those open tight ends if I can, and if I can't, throw it to the open drag route. So that was simple enough. Okay. Now the next one in this formation that you want to look at is stretch. We all know how to run stretch, I'm sure. But what makes stretch good is you can run it outside, you can take it inside, and in this particular stretch, you can flip it without any one noticing. So you can take it to the weak side of the formation without them noticing, and it makes it really useful. Okay. So this next play is out of single back wing. Where are you at? Okay, single back wing. It's play action boot left tackle. Now this play is better off with a faster quarterback, a scrambler more than likely, because you can actually take this as a run play. But if you're using the Patriots like I am right now, you're not gonna be able to do that. So the first run is the first version of this play is you're gonna run with the quarterback or throw it to either tight end. So just roll out. If you don't have it, try and hit either tight end. So I was contained right there, which is one of the biggest ways to blow this play up. So we're gonna roll out, roll out, roll out, try and roll in. And if you have a faster quarterback, that's a way better play because the tight ends will actually pick up their blocks out there, and you can get a big gain. I used to use this a lot last year because I had Mariota, and that would just be a touchdown on a play. Alright, so version 2 of this is for pocket quarterbacks. You're going to stay in the pocket. You're going to put Brandon Cooks on a slant, this left wide receiver. You're going to, with the 3 crossers to the left, the slant has a better chance to get open and he gets deep. So your reads are tight end 2, which is Dwayne Allen, tight end 1, Gronkowski, and then the slanted wide receiver, and then the post. So it's still the same 2 reads, but now you have that extra wrinkle of the slant and the post. And if you stay in the pocket, you should have a chance to throw either one. So I got blitzed, so I'll do it again and try and show you. Alright, so let's do that again. Okay, gonna get it that time. Yeah, I'm just not having any luck with some of these plays. I promise they're okay plays, I just cannot get them rolling right now. Minnesota is just destroying me. Yeah, so most of the time you're going to be hitting those tight ends, and the Dwayne Allen tight end route, if you hit that, it's almost the same as if you would ran it with the QB because you get the extra blocks and stuff. So it's a nice play. But I'm going to run this until I get it because my god, I don't get it. Oh, god damn it. What is Minnesota running? This is just funny. I don't usually have this many problems with this play. Oh, and that was just a bad pass. As a pro tip this year, you want a good quarterback if you play online. Because, trust me, missing your passes is the most frustrating thing in the world. Okay, we're gonna get this. I know it works. I don't know why practice mode won't let me show it. And these blitzes are annoying the shit out of me. Oh my god. Alright, so let's run that. Wow. Okay. Alright, so I guess you're just gonna have to take my word for it on that play. The rollout with the QB is a lot better. I don't know why Minnesota won't just let me throw the pass. Alright, so the next formation we're gonna look at is still single back wing. Where are you? Single back wing. Alright, single back wing, drive. Alright, so what I like about drive is this is just one of those plays that you call like 1 or 2 times a game just to throw something in there so they don't think you're running the same play all the time. So it's really just simple. It's tight end, and then post. So tight end. It's a really easy play to complete. I like running it just because that out to the left is pretty nice against single one-on-ones. So it's pretty easy. Let's see. Motion the far receiver right over left in the street. Okay. So this is version 2. You motion the wide receiver here. Yeah, streak. And then you're going to, what this does is it clears out the zones a little bit better. So that's all it does. It doesn't change the play much. It just kind of clears out the zone for the tight ends a little bit. That's all. That's a pretty easy play to run in. Alright, so let's look at the audibles. You have your boot left tackle. You have tight end attack. And let's see, tight end attack setup is, you just drag the far right receiver. So you have a quick read. And then do whatever you want with Cooks. I generally put him on the fade so he can actually get out there. And then, just hit whoever you can. So, yeah, there was Cooks. That was a pretty easy play to run. Alright, so let's run. The final play in this one is, where are you? Stretch. Alright, so what I do on stretches is I actually motion my receiver over, and as soon as he gets to that tackle right there, I snap the ball. Yeah, so as soon as you motion your wide receiver, snap it as soon as he gets to the tight end, and then you just snap it. Because it gives you a extra blocker to seal the edge, which helps a lot. So there's that. Okay, let's look at single back wing slot. Okay, we gotta go to Garoppolo because boot left tackle is also in this play. This is actually the better version of that than the last one, but this is, you do have to make an adjustment. So you slant Gronkowski, which is your tight end 1, and then you're gonna roll out with the QB just like you did before. And this one gets open a lot better just because the tight end routes are a little bit quicker on this one. Obviously, I scored on that one because it was goal line. I don't know why the computer goes in the goal line every once in a while. Like, how's that a random play? Alright, so let's do it again. Let's try and roll it with the QB this time. Alright, so watch what happens. See how that Gronkowski got his block? That's what you're really looking for. You want both tight ends to get their blocks, and that helps out. And then, alright, so your audibles, you have FL dive. So I don't have this in the ebook, but what you can do to always make some, you can always look at plays and see how can I make them better. So put Cooks on an in, and then just roll with the play, you know. And if Garoppolo had a good deep throw, that's a completion, but instead it's an interception. Okay, so your other audible is halfback dive. I like this play. With the right conditions, this is a big touchdown run for whatever reason. The game logic, halfback dive out of this formation, he would just hit the hole so fast, and the linebackers don't react sometimes, and you can just take it all the way. Now this isn't an everything play because obviously I'm getting wrapped up right now, but I promise it works because online I would get it with that Silver Raiders halfback who has like the 86 speed. He would just take it all the way for me. It was pretty nice. Alright, so where are you? Alright, so stretch. Stretch is the next one. So we all know how to run stretch. Pretty simple. I mean, not getting it right now, but whatever. Okay, so receiver. Just like the other one, motion your receiver all the way till he gets the edge. Snap it. Try and get that edge. So wasn't getting that edge that time. Situation like this, you'd audible to dive and just run it right up the gut. So that's how you use that formation. We still got a few more plays out of there. Okay, single back wing slot, fork. Okay, so fork. The main thing we're looking at this play for is that halfback route. Do you see the halfback route? Alright, so his route is called a dragon route. This gets open against most formations and setups and coverages. Didn't get open there. Actually, nothing got open there. That was a pretty well picked up play, actually. So generally, you're looking for that halfback route. So there we go. It works better if you're on the other side of the hash because they have more room to run. So let's try and get the other side. Oh, what happened? Why am I in Hoogan? I don't know how I did that. Okay. Let's try this again. Alright, so you also have this B route. Yeah, so if you run this, make sure you run it to the open side of the field. If you're in the center of the field, you're going to have a hard time. Okay, so single back bunch ace is our next one. So Z spot. Where are you, Z spot? Z spot. Random play. Okay, so we all know how to run Z spot. You just, it's tight end, slant, and then out. I said all those plays wrong, but Here, let's go again. Gronkowski's your first read, then it's Hogan, and then it's Allen. It's Gronk, no. Hogan, no. Allen. It's pretty simple. You have a post. It's an option post, so it's good if you can get the timing down. See, it wasn't open right there. Don't underestimate that check down right there. Online head-to-head, I have John Ross at that spot. He takes it to the house pretty consistently. So another version you can run this as is you slant Hogan, and then you're going to motion him out, and then snap it so he gets the delayed snap. Delayed slant, and then, yep, that was it. Okay. Now for the quick pitch out of this formation as well. Alright, where are you? Quick pitch. How do I spot the ball? Respot ball. Okay. This is just a weirdly okay goal line play. I've gotten quite a few touchdowns using this play. It's just weirdly good. There's no reason for it to be good. It just is. And then you also have this inside zone this year, so that's pretty nice to have as a 1-2. And let's respot the ball again. I still can't. Alright, respot the ball. Alright, let's get back out here. Stay to one side so I can have a far side. Not that play. Okay. Alright, so the next thing we're going to look at is, where was I at? I'm on dig return. Dig return. Okay, so dig return. We like that Cooks route, we like the Hogan route, and we like the Allen route. So let's just run that. So Allen got the deep end. That's all you're looking for. You're just looking for simple completions. So let's see if we can hit the Allen route this time, or Hogan route this time. Yeah, that's an okay play against cover 2, but I think that was cover 2 man. And Allen got open again. So that's a nice play overall. So let's go look at the final play, I believe, in this formation. Let's see, it's called drive. Oh, okay, it's not the final play. There's a few more left. Okay, we got drive. Alright, so drive. What we like about this play, so the Cooks route is almost never going to get open unless it's cover 0. So just ignore him for the most part. You're looking at Gronk, Allen, and Hogan. So Hogan's your quick route. Allen's your deep in. So if it's man-to-man, Allen's usually going to get it. Gronkowski is your out and your big play. So he doesn't tend to get open much. And I didn't throw the ball just because I was looking at the reads too long. So make sure you get the ball out on time. That's a big deal, because otherwise you won't get the pass going. So yeah, it's just a simple play. There's no real adjustment to it. You just need to run it and get the yards. You could probably streak him, and then you'll have more clearance for your under routes, but it doesn't really matter. That's not a play you're gonna run a lot. It's just a play you're gonna run every once in a while and get some help on yardage. So now the next play is PA boot slide. Alright, so version 1, you can run with your quarterback to the open side. I don't know why I flipped it to that side. Okay, so you can run it with the QB like you've been doing. I'll try and show it with Tom Brady's super slow person. Yeah, you need a faster quarterback for this, for sure. But yeah, you can roll out with that. You can also slant that comeback route, stay in the pocket, and just try and hit someone. Step up in the pocket. Brandon Cooks. So it's a nice play. It's not the greatest, but it's something you can use. And then audibles, of course, you have this play. Your so you can drag Gronkowski, you can slant Cooks, and you can hitch Hogan. And against cover 3, that should get Allen right there. What you can also do within this formation is you can out Gronkowski, you can drag Hogan, and then you can motion snap Cooks, just like last year when you get the speed boost, and then you just throw it to whoever's open. Generally that Gronk will get open because the motion like takes the route away. So that's it. Oh, we got one more play out of this formation? Crazy. I guess I went in depth on this one. Okay. We got the tight end angle. Alright, so tight end angle. It's just a play you're going to run a few times every game just to mix it up. You know, it's not really something to write home about. Those two, the Allen and Gronkowski routes, these two routes are pretty decent in the red zone. The Gronk route, you can actually high point, and he can probably get it. He won't get it every time, so don't make that a scheme. Just make it I'm in this play on accident. I'm fine. Alright, single back, tight slots. Okay, we have mesh. Yeah, mesh. Yeah, so the really only reason you're running this play is to get your opponent annoyed of the drags. Because if they don't take away the drag, that's like a 3-yard gain every 3 or 4-yard gain every time. And if you could take that all day and win the game, like, no problem. It's basically trolling. Alright, so the next play, stick. This is like a 1-yard play. And it's not something you should run very often. Just if you're trying to full trick them, that's something you can do. PA shoot. Okay, so what I do on this play is I generally run it stock, or I'll do something with Amendola's route. And you get someone open at some point. You just gotta make sure you hit them at the right time and stay in the pocket. It's really that simple. The Cooks route's pretty deadly if you can get it open. The problem is time. You don't have a lot of time in the pocket, sadly. Which sucks because like this is a nice play. You just need time. Like look, here's Cooks. That was a nice throw, nice route. It's a really nice play. Okay, so you have Flood as a audible. Flood's a nice play to run if you need something like that. It's just, if you want to mix it up, Flood's something you can run. And then you have halfback draw. I recommend running draws this year if you're on 3rd and long. Like, it's just such an effective play. I can't really prove it to you here because there's no 3rd and long scenario that I can pull up. But yeah, I run 3rd and long, cover or draw on 3rd and long all the time, and I've been getting it, and it's been very nice. Alright, so we have cutback, we have dive. I'm not going to show those. We know how to run that. You know how to run bench, so I'm not going to run that either. We have halfback wheel. Okay, so I block my halfback, I drag Gronk, and then it's as simple as reading Gronk to Amendola to Cooks to Hogan. So Gronk, Amendola, Cooks. Dropped it, but yeah, you got to be faster in your reads. So a lot of these plays I haven't actually practiced too much, because I've been flipping through playbook after playbook trying to figure some stuff out. But I do like this playbook probably the most, second most maybe. Right now I'm rolling with Titans, but I might go back to this one just because this one's so familiar, it gives you confidence in a game. So, Hogan, yeah. Yeah, so it's a nice play right there. Let's see. Yeah, I already showed you other plays. So now for single back Y trips. Okay, so the first play we're gonna look at is wide receiver post. Where are you, wide receiver? It's a really good crossing route play. So all three of those routes generally get open. So there, just gotta hit them at the right times. If they're in a cover three shell, we'll try something. Okay, so if we smoke him, Amendola should get open deep. Okay, it didn't work out the way it was going to. Yeah, because last year if you smoked a player in cover three, they would actually do that. So you have four verts as an audible. We all know how to run four verts. Yeah. Come on, Hogan, show everyone up. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so you have halfback dive weak. You have stick. The stick's nice, but you're missing that one route to your halfback to make it the best. So it's just slant's the best route on that to me, but it's whatever. Okay, so let's just run the play because I can't show you the other play in that formation. Okay, so this next play is called PA boot right tackle. You don't actually roll out with the QB this time. You're just gonna throw it to Gronk or your slot receiver, whoever gets open. Your slot receiver will get open deep, but your tight end will get open quick. See, watch. Slot receiver open deep. So that's just what you're looking for. Okay. Oh my jaw. Okay, we're still in Y trips. Alright, so next play we're looking at Y trail. You have two fade passes. This is a goal line play, by the way. So you have two fade throws to each wide receiver. You have a slant and a high point tight end pass. So just run it like that. Should be fine. You have dive. You have a good bubble. You have a decent bubble screen anyway. And you should have another bubble screen. I thought you had two. Guess I gotta take that play out because I didn't see that. Okay. Let's see what's the next play. I form tight is the next one. Alright, so my problem with I formation this year in a lot of playbooks is there's just no fullback power. There's no power O. I don't know why they took power O out of basic sets, but yeah, there's a lot of playbooks that are just lacking power O. The only I formation in this book with power O is goal line and I form tight. So let's look at I form tight. PA slide. It's another one of those QB run plays. So I should have picked a different team. So QB run, roll out, throw it. Yeah. There's nothing you can really do without a faster QB on this type of play. You just try and hit your man, get what you can. Yeah. I guess that's the saying I should do. Hit your man, get what you can. I like it. Slant the fullback. Oh, okay. Is that what that was? Oh, okay. So, another way you can run this play, slant your tight end, and wrong play. Okay, slant your tight end, swing your fullback, and then, yeah, just run if you can. So what was supposed to happen is they were supposed to just ignore the fullback. So maybe if we put the tight end on that other tight end on something, so yeah, they're supposed to ignore the fullback, and you're supposed to be able to get a yard or two. Okay, so yeah, if you're gonna use the Patriots playbook and you want heavy run plays, I really recommend running goal line. It's the only way. You have good halfback dives, you have power O, power G, all the stuff you need. So that should help. It doesn't completely fix the void of not having a good power O, but it's what you can do. All right, so we got split close pats. What makes split close pats different from other split closes is you run with two halfbacks instead of a halfback and a tight end and three wide receivers. This is a two running back, one tight end, two receiver set. You can audible, or you have packages you could use, of course. Oh, wrong one. Alright, so you have halfback slot, fullback, strong slot. That's it. Okay, I thought you had other things. So the first play we're gonna look at is PA shot. Alright, so I swing the right running back left, so white left, and then you can drag. Okay, so motion him and then drag him. That's the other way you can run this. And then if you're running against a cloud flat, your running back is generally gonna get open. If you're running against a hard flat, Gronk will get open. So let's see. That was just glitched out of my mind because Dion Lewis just was nowhere near where it's supposed to be, or James White. Alright, let's try it this way. Alright, so yeah, it's not something you're gonna make a scheme out of, but it's something you can run. Okay, so the other audibles. Alright, so we have Z spot. You can run Z spot as is. That halfback route's pretty nice. Let's see, what's the other version of Z spot? So for Z spot, you can streak him, make it a flood. If I had time, I would have threw it. You can slant Hogan, motion him out, and delay slant it. And yeah, that's that one. Don't underestimate this run. If you're gonna run this play a lot, that run play, probably put your fullback in, or or if you have a fullback at tight end. Forgot to talk about this on the other play, but you also have this route deep. Alright, so what's the other one? Alright, bench. Alright, so what I like to do is I motion my halfback over, out him like that, and then I in Gronk, or no, whoops, I didn't want to in Gronk. Alright, messed that up, so, alright, let's go back to this, motion him, out him. Alright, so you have a bench to the left, and then you're gonna in Hogan, and then you're gonna delay snap of Hogan. So what happens is you're going to get a bench to the left and then two ins to the right. If Hogan will just move. Oh, right. Yeah, I already motioned him. Duh. No motioning Hogan. I'm stupid. Yeah, so easy bench. I'm just like so tired today. I'm not noticing things. Like letting players blow up. Okay, so we have X drag trail. This is a nice play. You don't really have to make any adjustments. You can block your James White halfback if you want. You don't have to. If you don't block him, he's your first read. So you're going to throw it to James White as soon as he gets to the 40 if he's open. If he's not open, you look to James Lewis. If he's not open, you look to Brandon Cooks. And if he's not open, you look to Gronk or Hogan. So, yeah, that was just a bad throw. And a bad read. So try not to force passes either. So not there, there. So that's basically all that play is. You can run, there's a screen that's pretty nice out of that formation. The draw is pretty nice because everyone's expecting halfback wheel. You have Y out. Where is that at? Yeah, Y out. You don't have to make any adjustments. This is just one of those plays. You can block your halfback. You can put someone on a wheel. You can swing a halfback. You can do whatever you want. It's just one of those plays you throw in to kind of throw your opponent off. And then you got halfback wheel, which I'm sure all of you know how to run, but we're still going to go over it. So version 1, slant Hogan. Now it's a slant. Reads are post, slant, tight end, corner. Or you're either halfback. So yeah, let's look at that. Not halfback, yeah, slant. Bam. Very easy play to run. It's very consistent. So the only problem with this play is everyone knows about it. So you're gonna deal with some really good users or people who knew how to pick it up pretty well. So I block the halfback, and then just run it as is. Okay, so the other way to run it, let's see. Max to protect, out this Hogan route, and then you have a bench, quick little bench. This play is very good because it's very versatile. Alright, so block your left halfback, streak your right receiver, and run it as a flood. And now it's a flood concept. Version 4. Max protect, motion halfback to the right. Slant the motion halfback. And then streak the far right receiver. And yeah, so what happens is you have kind of a flood, but you also have the over the middle. So it's faking the flood and letting you get that slant. So that helps against users. It's kind of nice to have. Alright, mind to pause for a second, need some water. Alright, so next play we're going to look at is look at mesh. Yeah, this formation is really nice because you can run so much out of it. You can actually, this is probably one of the top 3 schemes you have to master in this playbook. Because if you can master this scheme, you can basically annoy your opponent into giving up bigger plays. So what I do is I motion the far right receiver right, streak him, and then let's see, who are you on? Oh, you're on out. My bad. Okay. I was like, Crump doesn't seem like he's on the right route. Okay, so be careful that A is actually your outside route for some reason. Okay, and then block your left halfback. And then you have another flood. It's a flood, but it looks different, so it's harder to pick up. Then you have PA slide. Alright, this is the last play out of this one. So PA F slide. Alright, so your reads are the right halfback. Alright, so right side halfback, which is James White. Your right receiver, so you're Chris Hogan. And then your choice is the next read, so it's either the post Cooks or Lewis. So you either throw the halfback quick, wait for the receiver, or throw the post. Pretty simple read. Yeah, it's just really that. Slant that, Cooks, and that's it. Very easy route. Right. Now for gun ace slot offset. Gun slot ace slot offset. Alright, there we are. Levels while sail. Alright, it's just a really good play. Your halfback route's great, your tight end corners are great, and you have 3 ins. No adjustments are really necessary. It's just a nice play overall. It's a buck sweep. It's just a nice run play. It's a nice run play against lower sets, so if, yeah, maybe I can motion this receiver over and make it better. Yeah, that should help. Yeah, so it's a nice play sometimes. It kind of sucks if you try and run it a lot. Like, clearly I can't get any yards. Against dollar sets, this is a pretty nice play. But yeah, not much to talk about on that one. So wing flex. Alright, gel break screen. This is my new favorite play out of all these new playbooks. I love this play so much. Like, the screen's so good. There's so many blockers. And if you have like a John Ross, a Marquise Goodwin, Taylor Gabriel, like anyone who's fast, you can get that for a good gain. Halfback power is okay. This is not bad. This is not bad. And then you have a decent slant if you want to just throw it. The inside zone out of this formation is pretty good too, so don't sleep on that one. Alright, gun doubles. We're going to look at halfback angle. Okay, so put the outside receiver, which is Hogan, on an out. Then we're going to... Oh, indigestion. Oh. Oh man, don't mind me. That was just a really bad indigestion attack. Oh my god. Oh. Hogan. Put him on the 10 yards. And then, yeah, so this kills cover 3. The Hogan route kills cover 3. The Gronkowski route beats cover 2. The Lewis route beats cover man-to-man. So that's what you just look for. So, yeah, Lewis didn't catch that. Oh man, that was a bad indigestion attack. Whew. Alright, so doubles Y seam. Under seam. Alright, so I out the halfback, and this play is pretty simple. You look at the halfback route. If he's not open, you can almost blind throw Cooks. So not open, throw Cooks. Like, it's really that easy. Because the way that works is you have 2 clear outs and a Amendola route who's also kind of a clear out route, so it just helps things. So boom, right there. Ah, man. Okay, so doubles. Alright, where are you? Alright, so these 3 plays, if you run them all together, they can be nice. I don't really have any setups for these ones. They're just if you can run them all 3 together, and then you can actually start using motion snaps on your other plays, and it makes everything look the same, and it makes so much havoc for defenses. Sail. This is a really nice sail. I'm not gonna go over it because it's the most generic sail there is. You have a good. I like this draw more than a lot of other draws, just because of the blocking. And then you also have 0-1 trap, which is nice, and the inside zone's pretty nice. So that's all you need out of that one. Flex Pats. All right, so you have Pat's corner. I like this play. Block your tight end if you want. Don't have to. Reads are halfback or corner or C route. So halfback, C route. Pretty well covered. Another thing you should look at on this play is also the Gronkowski Cooks route. So the Cooks route gets to a nice part of the field for some reason. And yeah, it's just it's like a small post. It's pretty cool. Okay, so your audibles are this play. It's not a great play, but if you just want to throw something deep and then maybe not expect it, yeah, you have that. Alright, so we also have a halfback sweep. So you can run the ball with them thinking it's going to be a pass. Then you also have this Z spot. So you run it like every other Z spot. It's just it's a spread Z spot, which actually makes it better in my opinion. Because look, when spread Z spots, you can actually throw that out route like that with a high point and get the big play. So it's really nice to have. Okay, Pat's drive. Same formation. Pat's drive. Okay, so you have the same short post, the Kooks, and then you have the 2 ends. So look for the posts and then the ends. Nothing was there, so I threw the check down. Oh, Cooks. So yeah, that's pretty simple play. Gun Y, off Pats. That's a different formation now. Gun Y offset. Off Pats. This is a nice formation too. Let's talk about it real quick. You have a decent inside cross. The switch fork's pretty nice. That halfback route on switch fork, if you throw the halfback right as he cuts up, you can possession catch that pretty easily. Okay, this is the play I'm looking for. Alright, so I love the screen out of this, and the doubles ins are pretty nice. So you have a halfback. Oh, gonna throw it. Alright, so the 3 ins get open pretty well. Just gotta hit one of them. The ins are just a good concept because one generally gets open. Your audible is not terrible. It's not great. I'd slant Hogan and then try and hit the halfback or the tight end. So there's a let's see, 56 trap out of there. I think. Where are we? Yeah, you have a 56 trap out of there, which is pretty nice to run. You have these halfback motion routes that are, if you like them, run them. I don't care. You have this play. I just like it because all these outs, they get open really fast. Something to run like once or twice. Alrighty. Let's see. Patriots gun trips tight end. All right. Patriots gun trips tight end. There we are. Alright, so the first one we're looking at is slants. Alright, so Pat's slants. Look at the tight end. See the tight end route? That in goal line is pretty nice because like it's an outside slant. There's not many of those in the game, so it's really nice to have. Audible wise, we have 4 verts. It's a 4 verts. You know how to run these. Okay, we have not the best run play, and we have this play. So I max protect and just try and hit someone open. Post. So yeah, that's that play. Pat's Y. Alright, Pat's Y in is the money play out of this formation. The reason I love it is because it's a situational play. So Pat's Y in. Alright. So versus cover 2, you're gonna throw the Hogan, or cover 2 cloud flat, it's Hogan. Cover 2 hard flat, it's Amendola, or Cooks if they're both covered somehow. Cover 3 works the same. It's all about the flat zone. So let's look at it. So that was a Hogan route. I should run a cover 2 version to show you what it'll be like. So this looks like man to man. So that means post or in. Let's see. That's a cover 3. Yeah, so it's making me throw it to Hogan each time, so I'm gonna show you one where it's cover 2. Because cover 2 is where this play shines. Hard flat. Alright, so watch Amendola. Yeah, so cover 2 hard flat, that is just a monster play. So try and hit them with a lot of these short plays, and then go for that big one. It also has a really nice post, so don't ever forget that post. Alright, so we also have a screen. I'm going to test it real quick, because you never know if some of these screens work. There's actually a screen in this book that's broken in head-to-head. So let's look at this. Yeah, same, just like this. See how the screen, instead of following its blocks, he went out? Now you can use this to your advantage, but it's one of those things. Like, just don't run the bubble screen because it's broken. Because that's not how you run a screen. I guess you could always do that too. Run to the blockers of the QB. Alright, back to the formation. Okay, we have a flood. It's alright, Flood. Just max protect. That's it. You have a drive post. You streak the tight end, motion the slot receiver all the way over. Motion. Alright. So as soon as he gets over the center, he'll flip his play and you can snap it. And then you just throw to Cooks. So that's pretty simple. Streak the tight end. Alright, so the next one's inside cross. I don't really need to show you inside cross. I'm sure you can run inside cross. Gun bunch. Alright, so let's look at Pat's curl flat. I slant Cooks, block my halfback, and then just try and run it. Yeah, so it's pretty simple. We'll see. It's a short pass. Not very good. Alright, this works just like the other one. The gun bunch or single back bunch forwards. You run it the same way. You can even do the same Gronk and Hogan thing. So that's a thing you could do. We have this as one of the best plays in the game. So you drag your tight end, and then you're gonna motion snap this guy, and then you have all sorts of plays that get open on this play. It's a money play for a reason. Last year it was used so much that I think they patched it a little bit, but even then it still works because it was just that good. Because you motion snap, so you have Gronk as a quick read, you have Amendola for man, you have Cooks for cover 3, you have Amendola for cover 2. So it's just a great play overall. And there's a few more variations of this. So Amendola right there. Barr kept up with him, so that's something that can happen. Okay. Yeah, let's just run something. Okay, so why is it that again? Come on, give me a real defense, Minnesota. Alright, finally. Alright, so this looks like a cover 2, so this is a good way to show this. So first is cover 2. You want to streak Gronk instead of just leaving him as is. Still motion snap Hogan. And then try and hit the post right there. So that beats cover 2 pretty well. And let's see. Alright, so the other version of this play we can run is motion. We got a swing Lewis, motion him left. He's flip play, so swing him again, and then if this breaks cover zone rules, Lewis should be wide open. There you are. So that's something you can actually run out of almost any formation if you can get one receiver to the side, because then your halfback's never noticed, and that just makes the play a lot easier. Okay. Alrighty. Bunch trail. Bunch trail. Bunch trail. Motion the slot to the left. So what we do on this play is motion Amendola to the left. We're going to drag that outside receiver. And then we have a post and a high point Gronk and 2 drags. So you just need to hit whoever's open. It's a nice play. So I had to win and knock it. It's alright play. Alright, so where's this other play? I thought spacing wasn't in here. Oh, okay, spacing wasn't in here, but yeah, alright. I got confused on Madden Focus. Alright. Okay, so we have Curl's attack. I just like running this because it's just such a weird play. You have a bunch of stick routes, and just hit one. That's really all it is. You have a corner strike. You know how to run those. You You have an inside cross, which is okay. And then you have a pat sail. So pat sail's pretty okay. Yeah, that's really all it is. And that pat sail, you can slant the tight end. And there's that. Uh, in my notes, I have gun slots. The only play worth running on here is bench and bench swaps. So there's that. Gun spread Y slot. You have this play right here, PA tight end wheel. Something always gets open. The trick is having the time to throw it, because it spreads out the defense so well that something will get open, but you probably don't have the time to throw it, because it's hard to get the time to throw these passes. Okay, so your audible is Y stick. What you want to do is slant the Cook's route, and then just roll out and try and hit one of your receivers deep. What happens is both slants actually get way behind the defender. I don't know why. It's probably just zone rules. And you'll have that halfback route as well. So there's that. In that formation, there is a halfback play that's pretty cool. Where are you? The halfback power play is pretty cool. Run it like once, because you run it once, they know what's coming. Smash. What I do on smash plays like this one, or in particular, is I double in both to one side, and then you have the smash to one, and then you have two ins to the other, and it gives you more reads. We have under Y option. Where is that? This looks a lot. Under Y option looks like that play we did earlier. All you're gonna do for this one is streak that slot to the right, and then out route your halfback, and then you're gonna run it the same. You're gonna look for the halfback, and if it's not there, you throw the receiver in the red painted route. Very simple. We have gun trips, tight end flex. Is there anything worth in here? Not really. Just a decent inside zone looks. Trips ISO. You have another screen with the glitch. You have inside cross, which is okay. Not much to talk about there. Y flex. You have a 56 trap. You have your regular stick. So there's that. Empty ace patriot. You have a nice screen because it's actually your halfback 2, so make sure you have a fast halfback 2. Yeah, there's that. You have spacing, which is a really nice goal line play. So let's try and run that one real quick. So what you do is you immediately throw it. And yeah, that's it. As soon as you snap it, just throw it to whoever it is. And if it's in the goal line, that's a touchdown, so that's the nice part. You have you have a very nice stick right here. You have this play. You can streak him to get some clear out. Yeah, so where is it at? Yeah, streak Gronk to get a little bit more clear out routes for the B. And that was just a bad pass. So those are your audibles. So let's go Pat DBL in. Pat DBL in has a. Okay, so you're gonna in white, and now you have 3 ins, a post, and a go. So post is pretty nice, but those 3 ins are your main read. So that's really it for that one. And then you have tight end shake. Maybe this tight end shake route. Where is that? Yeah, tight end shake. Not much to that one. You're just looking at that tight end route because it's a really nice route. And that's it for that one. And then you have empty base. You have a screen. You have a high-low read, which is pretty simple. And yeah, that's basically it. The things to note about this formation and the other one. So you can run this formation out of any one halfback, three wide receiver sets, and you can run this one out of any two tight end, one halfbacks, two wide receiver set. So it's a nice to audible to them. Just gives you some options. The weak and strong are kind of useless. And yeah, there's just that. Alright, so that's been Tim from Madden Community College. Hope you enjoyed the first ebook of the year. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or whatever other day I'm free.